Okay, here we go. For those of you familiar with Ixl, you may know some of this. Might as well listen around. You never know when you're going to learn something new that you weren't taking advantage of before. So go into our course, go into the geometry, come on down here, whoops, and find Ixl Learning. See how it turns green when I click on it. Go to Learning. Your screens are going to probably look a little different than mine. Geometry. And you're looking for transformations. Again, your screens may look different than mine. They may show up, the letters are all in the same order, but they may arrange differently depending on your screens. L1, L2, L3. You can just click on these to get going. If you know how to do the problems, great. A couple of things down here. This takes you to some earlier material. So same concepts, earlier grade levels, similar to that, where you're going to be doing some of the same questions. You can help practice it in case you're having troubles getting them started, or just to make sure you know them. If the videos I show you aren't enough, they also have these lessons down here where they go through it. Translations, rotations, reflections, dilations, congruence and similarity transformations, sequence of transformations. Right now we'd just be on this top one. Transformations. You got some practice in here. You got some lessons and demonstrations you can go through. So those are some things you've got going for you to help you out. But we're clicking on L1 here. And I got to pause this. I haven't figured out a good way to draw on the screen, so I have to make this bigger. And then this is going to fill up half the screen. Okay, let's give this a shot. Finding some new things on here, like this pen that I can write with. Change color, oops. Touch it, it turns red. And I was able to write on here a second ago. I don't know what's happening. I got to use this, I guess. So I can use my little cursor here, which isn't as good. But you got this learn with an example up here. And again, they give you some examples. They explain what they're doing in there. You can take advantage of that. And we're going for a reflection. Okay. So I don't know, right here. Looks to me like they're using this right there as a, I wish my pen would write here. My pen doesn't work, but this is better than nothing. And it looks like they're rotating this up around this way or so, 90 degrees. This one around to 90 degrees, right about there. And that looks like how they're getting A for me. Okay. B looks like the reflection here. This looks like they're using that as their line of reflection. You can see this is 3 units to the right. There's my line of reflection, 3 units to the left. That's that mirror image we're looking for. These points don't move since they're on the line. This one looks like a, the last one looks like a, what do you call it, a translation, glide reflection, or a glide translation, or transformation. So it just looks like they moved that, whoops, get this back up, this one up this way, not that far obviously. That's a vector, we'll talk about that later. We haven't talked about vectors yet. I got to talk to you some about vectors. And I wish I could get rid of those a little bit more easily. This tool isn't that great for writing on it. I've imagined a better tool. You know, another way you could look at them moving this, it looked like they moved it over 2 and up 2, so it looks like they went Let's get this back here. 2 to the left, then 2 up. And that's where you got that point. And then these all would be the same. 2 to the left, 2 up. And you got your point right there. You got your point right there. And then 2 to the left, 2 up. And then I can't draw very well with this cursor, but you're getting that point up there, right there. That's a translation. But we said B was, we were looking for the reflection. That was B. So we click it, we submit, and we're told we did a wonderful job. Now, before I forget, because I've erased this a couple of times already, figuring out how stuff works, SMART score, this is your score. You want to get up to 80. You don't have to go up to 100. You got to go up to 80 on that. Get up to 80, that's all the further you've done, you got it good. Get up to 70, couple points less. Get up to 60, couple points less, and so on down. So that's what you're looking to get to on those. Let's see something here. Let's see if I change pages, if that'll go away. Yeah, it will. Good. So I jumped up here. We're looking for a translation. That's a slide. You can see this. It looks like it's A over here, because you can see how this, everything's in the same orientation. Nothing's moved. This looks like our rotation. This looks like C looks like our reflection on there, but we're A, so we're going to pick the wrong one. We're going to pick B here. B is an answer. We're going to get it wrong. Notice my score went down a little bit over here. So my SMART score went down when I got it wrong. Oh, and my pen's not here for me to write. What do you know? So the SMART score over here went down on that one. Got to watch out for that. They do give you an explanation in here. Some reminders. Another one to try it out to see if you can get it. They're explaining it a little bit more. And so you do get some help in there if you get it wrong. Lots of opportunity to get help in here, kids. One other comment too, if you're getting 10 problems in a row wrong, just stop. Don't worry about keep getting them wrong. Probably should stop after 6 or 7 in a row wrong. Come in and ask for help. I don't want you spending hours and hours on these, not getting the problems right. If you're having troubles with it, just come in, ask how to do it. We'll get it figured out for you. Okay, nothing much different in this one. I jump up here. Oh, so we got a combination here. So these are going to get a little tougher here. So we're going from 1 to 2 to 3. So you're starting with this one, going to this one, then going to this one. So 1 to 2, that definitely looks like a reflection. You can see that's pretty easy to see. There's your line of reflection. And then they just move this over and up to get it over here. And so that looks like a reflection, then a translation. I'm going with that one right there. I submit it. My score goes up. Not quite as quick when you get up a little bit higher here. So again, 1 to 2. That's a translation. I'm moving it over this far and then up this far. And you'll see each one of those. So that's 1, 2, 3 left, 2 up. I can do it here. I can count it out. 1, 2, 3 left, 1 up. I'm on the point. 3 left, 1 up. I'm on the point. And then we got a reflection. Looks like our line of reflection is right there. Up to 3. So that's a translation, then a reflection. It goes on up. When I get that up to 80, I've got it done, and I can move on. So let's take a look at the next section here, L2. So here, graphing the image after this translation. There are 3 units right, 3 units up. So I'm going to come over here, 1, 2, 3, up, and I'm going to drop a point in there. And then this is, you can see it put in the line in there, but I'm going to come to this point because I got to go 1, 2, 3, then 3 up, drop a point there. Then my last point, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Drop a point there. I'm done. There's my shape. It looks like a translation. I can see that those shapes look the same. It looks like it was slid in right and up, or if I went on the diagonal up that way, all those diagonals look pretty much the same. I'm going to submit it. Excellent, as Monty Burns would say. And up here, so it's the same thing, and I'm just going to graph this again. This doesn't really change on these. Kite, there's some terminology from the future part of the class. That's not called a kite because it looks like a kite. It's because it's got two pairs of consecutive congruent sides. Those are congruent. These are congruent down here. Okay, so 8 units right, 3 up. Let's just do that again. So that's, geez, I'm at -7. That means I'd go to +1. Oops, that's not what I want. I can click on it again to get rid of it. I forgot to go up, but I forgot to do my 3 units up. So right there, this is at -6, so it would go to +2, and then 3 units up. This is at -7, so 7, and then 1 gives me 8 over. That's that -7 to +1. Oops, not right there. Remember, I forgot to go up my 3. 1, 2, 3, there we go. And then -8, that's going to go to 0, and then I got to do my up 3. That looks like the same shape. Hey, made some mistakes, but notice what happened there. Just click the point again, it goes away, and I can fix it. You get it all done. No other levels to go up. These don't really change here. 3 units left, 5 units up. So again, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can kind of, this is from 3, -3, that's going to have to go to -2 because you got 3 to there, 2 more makes 5. Oops, it's 3 units left. I'm counting it wrong. So 3 units left. There's 1, then that's going to be up to 4. 3 units left is right on the line. -6 up 5 is to 1. 3 units left. Up 5, so there's 2, got to go 3 more, and we got it. Whoops, and you can keep going. Again, look at all these directions and help down here that you got, and we're going to do that. Okay. Last one here, L3. Let's try to squeeze this one in. I think I got to do this one a little bit differently. I'm going to need this. And I'm going to need this, and we can write here. So write the coordinates here. So I think of these as a rule. 3 units left, 3 units down. That's going to be x, y. I'm going to go into x -3, and not x, y -3. This is left. This is down. Okay, so I got the, and I got to get these coordinates. So you can count it out this way. Geez, and I'm going to look at this. So like for my h here, I'm going to have 0, 2 for my coordinates, and that's going to go into 0, -3, and 2, -3, which gives me -3, -1, and that is my h prime. H prime means it's my second point. I didn't mention that earlier. So h prime means it's the second point, so I would come down here for this one, and I've got to type in -3, -1. Whoops. And I'm never going to finish this video in time. So E is -7, -2, so that would be -7 -3. I'm using the same formula. And then 2 -3 again. That's going to give me an E prime of -10, -1. I'm just going to jump this up a level. Again, 6 units right, 4 units up. That'd be x + 6, y + 4. Just remember that. I'm out of time. You guys have a good day. Good luck with these. Sorry I couldn't get more on this last one.